people. This is Eleni, and I would really love to share something that I believe is really important as we are coming up to Christmas. So, the other day, I was on a group call with Laurie Ladd. For those of you who know, she's a beautiful spiritual teacher, and I'm actually going to Africa in February. So, we have these group calls every week, every month, sorry, in order to discuss logistics and all the rest of it. And she was saying that she has decided that she is collecting all of us from the airport when we arrive in Nairobi. So there's 16 of us and a whole heap of us, particularly the ones coming from the United States, are arriving in the middle of the night. And she's still going to be the one that picks us up from the airport. So I said to her, don't worry about picking us up. Just, I'm sure the hotel will arrange transportation. And she said something to me that I feel is really, really important. She said 4 words to me that totally resonated with me. And those 4 words were, let me be me. In other words, she wanted to do this. She wants to pick everybody up. She wants to be there in the middle of the night. She wants to do this. This is what she wants to do. Who am I to try and help and suggest that the hotel picks us up instead? So during this holiday season, particularly like this is a universal truth that transcends beyond the holiday season. But particularly during this time when people get their backs up, they expect that others need to change their ways. Let people be them. I'll give you another example of a conversation that I had yesterday with a friend. She was telling me that there's a lot of tension in her household at the moment because um, she's having some issues with her teenage daughter, and the father, her husband, is not able to handle the situation too well, according to her. And so she tends to get in the middle and get involved. And I said to her, you're just adding to the tension. So there's fire there, and you're just adding to the fire by getting in the middle. But she felt that if she didn't get in the middle, that her daughter was at risk. We carry these stories of fear everywhere we go, and they're not true. They're just stories. And so I suggested to her that she just let it go, that she let her husband have his own relationship with the daughter according to their terms and trust that the daughter can handle it. Trust that the husband can handle it. And if they argue, just leave. Leave the house. You don't need to stay there and try and fix things, because I think that's what people do, is that they try and stay in situations and try and fix things. You can't change somebody else. It's not your business to change anybody else. And there's a lot of expectations around this Christmas period. So I was speaking to another friend today, and she was telling me that they've got visitors from interstate, and her husband was being too accommodating, too obliging. And before I left her house today, I said to her, can you just do one thing? Let your husband be him. Let him accommodate and be as accommodating as he wants with his relatives. We try and control the situation, and we don't realize that that gives us angst, that gives us stress, and that creates stress for everybody around us. And so, my invitation to you is that as we approach get togethers, as we approach celebrations, as we approach dinners and parties, let go of wanting to change people. Just let it go, because what you're actually doing is making things worse. What you're doing is you're not unconditionally loving the people that are in your world. Let them be them. Let them be them. Wouldn't it be beautiful if we were all accepted for being ourselves rather than others expecting us to be different? So I'm sure that you want to be accepted for being exactly who you are. So what needs to happen is that for you to be accepted to be exactly as you are, you need to accept others for exactly as they are. So if there's a conversation that is happening and you're expecting that somebody reacts in a different way or reacts like you would react, let it go. Let them be them. There's going to be heaps of opportunities over Christmas for all of us to be triggered and tested. And it's all about remembering what really matters. And what really matters is to approach everything with an open heart, to love people unconditionally, to love them for who they are. And who they are might be a little bit abrupt. Who they are might be a little bit too direct. Who they are might be a little bit too loud. But that's according to your perception and your perspective. Let them be them. Let them be them. And when you let other people be them, people will let you be you. We need to embrace a world of more compassion, more empathy, more love, more understanding. And many of you are probably thinking, yeah, but you don't know my family, you don't know my circumstances. That's impossible. It's not impossible. First of all, you need to change the mindset that that's impossible. It's actually not. Before you enter any premise, um, any household, any party, just stop and breathe and set your intention before you get together with others. And the intention might be that I will not take on anybody else's energy and I will not give away my energy. In other words, not to give away anything that belongs to you, not to give up anything that belongs to you, but to approach circumstances and situations in in a way that is loving, in a way that is um, comforting to your soul and soul aligned. So let them be them. Let them be them and you be you. And that's how we become more soul aligned. Um, I just want to send everybody so much love over this Christmas break. I will probably be popping on to say a few more things, but that was the sentence that I really, really, really wanted to share with you today. Let them be them with all their quirks and all their weird ass ways and exactly as they are. Let them be them. Your business is your business, and they are not your business. That's God's business. So, sending you so much love. And I'd love to hear your comments below.